Chap tales. Don't you wanna hear some chap tales? Howdy strangers, how you doing peeps? You alright? Okay, so another chap tale, another story I thought up, goes a little bit like this. Okay, so when I was younger, me and my pals, we used to do this thing called travel carding. I'm sure loads of people done it, but we did it as well. And basically we was like 11, 12, 13, something like that. And basically we used to just go down to Kentish Town Tube Station or Tufnell Park, whichever one, both very close to us. And basically buy a 6-zone travel card, and we'd go and get on the tube and just travel around London, getting off at different stations and checking things out. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, this time in particular that I'm talking about today, we went down to Kentish Town. There was about 6 of us, I think I can remember. And we basically went down onto the platform, and we basically said where we going. Everyone decided we'd go down the West End, and we wanted to go to Trafalgar Square, Leicester Square, check out the guitar shops in Denmark Street, just ran that bit anyway. So we got on the train or the tube, and we went down to, I think we actually, where we normally would have got off at Tottenham Court Road and then walked down Charing Cross Road, checking out whatever. We stayed on the tube a couple more stops to Charing Cross. And when you come out at Charing Cross, basically you're on the Strand, and you're just like across the road from Trafalgar Square. So we just made our way across the road safely and we went into Trafalgar Square, because when I was younger, they don't do it anymore, but basically Trafalgar Square was full of pigeons, and there used to be like this little kiosk, and for 50p the geezer would sell you a pot of bird seed, and basically you'd go and like basically feeding the pigeons, getting them all to come around you and all things like that, you know what I mean, taking pictures, whatever. So we all bought a pot of seed, and we went and we was like getting the birds to land on us, like putting bits of seeds on our arms and shoulders and even on our heads, and they just come down. Bit dirty, I know, because we probably did get covered in poop, but not sure. Anyway, so they've got some like pools of water. I don't even know if they're still there, but there was like these pools of water, right? That they look like they should be fountains, but I can't remember fountains coming out of them ever. But so yeah, so we was there. We was like getting these birds to land on us or on our hands and all that. Anyway, we was young, so like, and there seemed to be a lot of Japanese tourists one day, or this day that we was down there, and basically one of our lot said, there's some Japanese kids watching us, like what we're doing, you know what I mean, like having all these birds, whatever. So we ended up speaking to this guy. Like, he couldn't speak much English, but he sort of got what we were saying and that, and we give him a bit of seed or whatever, and he was like, they was landing on him and stuff like that. Anyway, the seed started to run dry and this kid was like fascinated with having these birds landing on him, so he's gone over to the kiosk and he's bought himself some seeds and whatever. So we're sort of like chatting what we could do, walk up Charing Cross Road a bit, go into Leicester Square, see what's happening around there, you know what I mean, maybe go Carnaby Street or Denmark Street, whatever. Anyway, so before we leave, we look round to say goodbye to this kid, like, and he was like not a lot younger than us, like probably 9, 10, And we looked round, right, and I could not believe what I saw. This kid standing there, right, he's got a load of seeds in each hand, yeah, and then like a couple of pigeons have landed on each hand, like, and I'm not joking, right, he just shut his hands around their feet, yeah, and just turned around and basically stuck them both in this water, like basically trying to drown the pigeons. Like, it was mental. It was just like he was like this little kid, like trying to kill birds, you know what I mean? Like, and a couple of us ran over to him and sort of like moved him back, and the pigeons came out of the water or whatever, and then he's let go and they flew off, and we was just like saying to him, "You're a nutter," or whatever. And then his dad's come over, and like his dad didn't really see what had happened, and I think because like 4 English kids going around his son or whatever, I think he thought that we was doing something wrong, you know what I mean? Or we was just rescuing pigeons. But yeah, I swear to God, like he proper had them under the water, like he wanted them to die or whatever. He had them like where they landed on his hands. He closed his hands around their feet so they couldn't fly off, and then he dunked them in the water, and he was like proper like trying to, I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to drown them, I suppose. But yeah, as I say, like once we'd like moved him back or whatever, and he'd let go of these pigeons and they'd flown off or whatever, his dad's obviously had a look over his shoulder or whatever and seen like a load of English kids going around his son or whatever, and he probably thought, "Oh God, what's happening over there?" Like, and he came over and like, and I think, I can't remember who it was, but one of us was sort of trying to say to his dad what he'd done, and where he couldn't speak much English either, like he just didn't know what we was chatting about. All he wanted is for us to basically do one, get away from his son, which we was very happy to oblige. But yeah, it was just crazy, like to see this young kid trying to drown 2 birds, like. But yeah, so I just thought that was like, well, yeah, it might bring a smile to your face. No pigeons were hurt in the making of this CHAP towel. All right, they flew off, they was fine, but luckily we got to him when we did. All right, thank you for listening. Nice one. I will speak to you lot soon. CHAP tales. Don't you wanna hear some CHAP tales?